بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Okay. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Come on, guys. I know you've had break now, but Assalamu alaikum. Okay. So today I wanted to talk to you a bit about autism. Hands up, who knows what autism is? Zaid. It's a condition that affects people's brains in some ways. Good. Yep. Amna.
So they have different brains that they can do some difficulties on education?
So difficulties with education. Good. What else? Yes.
Sometimes their brain needs help in certain things.
So their brain needs help in doing certain things. Yeah. So they, as individuals, need help in doing certain things. Good. What else do you know about autism? Anything else? Yes. It's a condition. Excellent. Good. All right. Does anyone know anyone with autism here? Hands up. Okay. Maria, tell us about the person who you know with autism.
My neighbour.
What's his name?
Rayan.
Rayan. Okay. What?
Amin.
Amin. Okay. So what is it about Amin that makes him different?
He doesn't quite understand stuff and he repeats stuff.
So he's understanding, yeah, and he might repeat things. Okay, good. Yeah, Isa.
Following my story.
A bit of help learning different things.
He needs help learning different things. Okay, good. What's his name?
Dante.
Dante, yeah? Okay, good. Yes. A bit louder, yeah?
I think she's 7 years old, but she kind of acts like she's 2.
Okay, so sometimes with autism, you get one end of the spectrum. So you get one end where someone can talk and they're really, really intelligent. And you've got the other end where their disability, because autism is a disability, can be quite profound, it can be quite strong, quite severe, to the extent where they might not be able to talk. Yeah? Okay. Does anyone else want to share? Yes?
A boy at my school, he left now, but he couldn't speak, so we had to use sign language.
Okay, excellent. Okay. So, yeah?
My brother has autism.
Your brother has autism. Okay, so what makes your brother slightly different in some ways?
He can't talk that well. He can't write. He has to go to hospital a lot of the times.
Okay, so it sounds like it's quite severe. Yeah.
So
No.
my brother has autism, but he has difficulties education like fractions or even some P or something. And
Yeah.
then I had to talk to him, and then he's still a little bit quiet.
So difficulties with education. Yeah. Okay, and talking. Yeah. Last one.
She has difficulties.
Who's she?
One of my friends,
Yeah.
Zara, she has difficulties during writing, and sometimes she can't control her temper properly.
Okay. Good. So difficulties with controlling their temper, difficulties with writing, education. Hold your thought. We'll come back to you. Yeah. Inshallah. Okay. So, autism is a lifelong disability that affects how people communicate and interact with the world. So we mentioned that people might have difficulties talking. But just like how I'm talking to you right now, someone with autism might have that difficulty there. Just like how you guys are listening to me right now, someone with autism might have difficulties listening, just like how you guys are listening to me right now. So, communication and social interaction. Social interaction is essentially your ability to talk to someone else. And they engage in repetitive behaviors, routines, activities. Okay. So, for example, someone with autism, if every single day they went to madrasah, they went to FEC, one particular way, down one road, if mum or dad took them down a different road, then that could send them into a meltdown. So repetitive behaviors and routines are a big thing for people with autism. The other thing Let's say someone with autism always wakes up at 7 a.m., right? Every single day. If mum or dad woke them up at 6 a.m., that could send them into a meltdown because they're used to their routines. Okay. I don't know all of these people. You might know some of them. But the people who are considered autistic, Sir Isaac Newton. Who's Sir Isaac Newton? Hands up. Yeah, Isa.
He's the one who discovered force, so that's why
Forces, good. Gravity, yeah. So he could be autistic. So he's really, really highly intelligent. He could have been autistic. Okay, Alan Turing, Albert Einstein. Who's Albert Einstein? Yeah.
Famous scientist.
Another famous scientist. So yeah, as I mentioned, sometimes people with autism can be really, really clever. And on the other side, they might have really, really strong disabilities in terms of talking and interacting with people. Okay. So, there are approximately 700,000 autistic adults and children in the UK. That's about 1 in every 100 people. I think in this class, you've all had maybe some exposure or met people who are autistic in some way or another. So 79% of autistic people report feeling isolated. So that means they feel quite alone. Yeah? They feel as if that they're by themselves a lot of the time. And that they're 3 times more likely to be excluded from schools. Okay, I've got a task for you all now. So, why
I don't want to do it.
You don't know what we're doing yet? It could be really, really fun. Okay, so I want you in your pairs to turn around and sit back to back. So your chairs are touching each other. So I'm now with Fiza. Okay, hold up. Okay, is everyone sitting back to back? Amna? Yeah, good. All right, now, just to make sure you can't cheat, and because it's very, very tempting to turn around and to face the person, to make eye contact with the person, I want you to cover your eyes at the same time. So cover your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. Now, for about 1 or 2 minutes with your partners, I want you to have a conversation about what you're going to be doing over the holidays. So 1 or 2 minutes talking about what you're going to be doing over the holidays. Remember, you can't cheat, you can't look at the person, cover your eyes as well, so you're not looking. Off you go. Start wrapping up your conversations. All right, stop guys, face the front, turn your chairs around. Okay. Okay. Shh. Okay. Everyone facing the front. Okay. So hands up. How did that feel? Hands up. Mustafa.
It was quite hard.
Okay, what made it hard?
Like you have an urge to turn around and look them in the eye.
Okay, good. Yeah, so you're so used to it.
Like you heard them read them.
And you couldn't hear them. Okay. So interestingly enough, with autistic people, they use their 5 senses like we all do, but their 5 senses and their brains process information differently. All right. So like you mentioned that you found it difficult to hear, sometimes their brains will process the sound to the other extreme. So one observation that I noticed was it got really, really loud in here. So everyone ended up speaking a lot louder. Yeah, so sometimes autistic people might end up speaking really, really loudly, or sometimes they might speak really, really quietly because their brains are processing that information differently. Yeah.
It felt weird.
Okay, what was weird about it?
Because normally when you talk to someone, you're looking at eye contact. You're just not, now you're not looking at them, so it feels weird.
So it was weird. Question for you. Were you able to have the conversation with him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just like an autistic person, right, they might not make eye contact all the time, right? And eye contact might be really, really difficult for an autistic person, but they can still talk to you and they can still listen and attend to what you're saying. Okay, yeah, how did it feel?
It was easy.
It was easy. All right, what was easy about it?
Just hear what they were talking about.
So you could hear what they're talking about, yeah. So just like I said, autistic person, just like they can't necessarily always make eye contact, they were still able to have the conversation. All right, any other feelings, guys? Any other feelings? Yeah.
It was hard.
It was hard, okay.
Like you couldn't really process who you were talking to.
Okay, excellent. So an autistic person would often have that feeling where they might not necessarily understand or know who they're talking to. Good. What are the feelings, guys? What are the feelings? Emotions. Emotions. Happy, sad. Yep.
I felt angry because then you can't really hear someone.
Angry.
And like that, you can't hear someone.
Yeah. So just like an autistic person, sometimes if they feel like they can't listen to someone or they can't hear someone, they might get angry as well. Good. Excellent. Yes, Isa.
I felt a bit frustrated.
Frustrated. Yeah, lovely word.
Like I wanted to move. Like normally, I always look people in the eye and I talk, but this time I couldn't, and it felt like
Frustrating.
Yeah.
Frustrating. Okay, good. So, interesting. You said you wanted to move. An autistic child that I'm working with at the moment, every time when it gets really, really loud or he can't handle certain parts of information, for example, if the lights are too strong, the first thing he'll do, he'll run out of the room. Yeah. So you said that you wanted to move. That's something which he does quite frequently as well. Okay. Any other feelings or emotions? Okay. Amna?
People when they get upset, they don't want to hear or they don't want to listen.
Hmm.
Maybe just because they're very different difficulties. Like
True. Yeah, so you're absolutely right. If, for example, you're talking at someone who's autistic, that information might be too much for them. Yeah? So they might just want to just completely leave the situation. Okay. So I'm going to just show you a 2-3 minute video, and it will give you a little bit more information about autism in a nutshell. Okay. I think you have to be really, really quiet though, guys, because the volume in here isn't the greatest, right?
Perfect. Come on then, have a great day. Thanks for keeping an eye on it.
Off somewhere fun today? Are you all right?
What gift have you got, Sam? Is it a calculator?
Off somewhere fun today? Are you all right? Off somewhere fun today? You all right?
What gift did you get, Sam? Is it a calculator?
Sorry, did he scare you?
Yes, Sam. Is it a calculator? What gift did you get?
Sorry,
Is it a calculator?
What are you doing? You're trying to kill yourself. Are you blind?
Have you seen this epic fail?
What's that
Have you
like?
seen this epic fail?
Somewhere fun today.
Are you alright? What are you doing? Trying to kill yourself? Are you blind?
Sorry, did he scare you?
Is it a calculator?
Sorry, did he scare you?
I thought you were.
We're out of nuggets. Do you want to see the special?
Are you okay? How can I help?
I'm autistic, and sometimes I get too much information.
Bring it back slightly to an Islamic context. What do we think about disabilities and autism when it comes to Islam and how we are as people? Any ideas? What should we do? Yes, sir.
We should help them.
We should help them. Good. Good. Excellent. What else? What else should we do?
Just ask them questions one by one.
What was that?
Just ask them questions one by one.
Yeah, so go slow with your questions with them. Good. Yeah. What else?
We should comfort them.
Comfort them. Good. Excellent. Yeah.
Always be there for them if they need help or something.
Excellent. Yeah. Brilliant. Isa,
You should give them more time.
should give them more time. Brilliant. Okay. Yeah. Say.
If they get in trouble or they do something bad, don't scold them.
Brilliant. Yeah. Yeah. So don't tell them off too much. Okay. Good. So, one of the things which I heard from another class, yesterday actually, was that sometimes Allah will send someone with autism or disabilities to test us, to test how kind and understanding we are towards them. And in one of the other classes as well, we also had a discussion about their allowances, in terms of the religion. So, for example, someone with severe disabilities, they might be allowed, Mufti can probably correct me, to be excused from prayers, for example. Yeah? Yeah? Potentially, but Mufti can confirm that.
That's a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So, to summarise, so we've said that they need time to process. Brilliant. We already got that there. We mentioned about small changes can cause huge anxiety. Yeah. So as I mentioned before about changing the timing that they wake up or changing a different route. Sensory differences, so loud noises, smells, lights, that can cause a meltdown for autistic people, and repeating things in routines, like the meltdown you saw in the film. So yeah, the summary is just be kind and understanding. So don't stare or be mean to them. Be kind and understanding, give time and space, speak clearly using short sentences, and wait for an answer. Okay. Jazakallah khair to everyone. You were all really attentive. You all listened really, really well. Inshallah, you can carry this out. Obviously, if you ever meet someone with disabilities or someone with autism as well, you will know how to react and respond to them, inshallah. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Any questions? Any questions? Yes, Joaria. Yeah.
And there's a scientist, he's on a wheelchair, and what's his name?
Stephen Hawking's. Yeah.
He's no longer on a wheelchair. It's passed away.
Yeah. Yeah. He wasn't autistic, but he had a disorder which made him obviously physically disabled. Yeah. But he was highly intelligent. Yeah, good. Any other questions? Amna?
So, you know someone at my class?
Yep.
So, there was this girl in my class, she has autism because she can't speak, she's too much, given her time. My teacher said do your work, and I did, and then that girl, she didn't work, but with her, one of her, her learning partners helped her, and then she's kind of good, but then all she does do is she does nothing and sort of drawing.
So she gets a lot of help in your class, yeah?
Because she just needs a little bit of time.
She needs time to work. Yeah, good. Yeah.
I have two children in my class who are autistic,
Hmm.
and when they're like playing together, they speak to each other surprisingly fast. So, but then when we try and speak to them, it's like we have to wait, otherwise they'll get really annoyed.
Sometimes they have maybe a better understanding with each other because they're communicating a lot more. Yeah, so maybe that's why they're talking faster with each other. Yep.
Have you ever had any experiences with autistic people?
Yeah, so at my work, my day-to-day work, so I work with kids who are autistic and kids who have speech and language problems in my role as a speech therapist. So quite frequently. Yep.
So someone with high intelligence, so that's known as autism?
No, not quite. Good question though. Someone can be highly intelligent and not be autistic, right? Likewise, someone can be autistic and not necessarily be highly intelligent. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you haven't said anything to this autistic person. You don't know they're autistic. How do you know they're autistic?
Good question. That's a good point, which probably wasn't discussed. So autism is actually a hidden disability. So sometimes it might not be obvious that the person does have a disability or does have autism, but you might see some of the signs that we spoke about today, right? Sometimes that person, especially if they're young, they won't necessarily know that they have autism. But maybe by the time they get to your age, they might know that they're slightly different to other people. Yeah? Okay, yeah.
You knew someone intelligent but had autism and didn't eat food, would that be alright?
So what was your question? Repeat it for me.
If you knew someone had autism, was very clever but did not eat food, would that be alright?
But they don't eat food. Oh, if they don't eat food, then they'll struggle to live. So they definitely need to eat food. Yeah? Okay. All right. Okay. Yes?
You know, autistic people, do they have a certain type of food?
Do they have certain type? Possibly, actually, good point. Good point. Sometimes, talking about the senses again, so sometimes certain foods for autistic people might be too much for them. So they might have certain preferences for certain foods, but it varies between person to person, yeah? Because there's a difference. Yeah? One autistic girl that I know, for example, because of her sensory needs, she'll have a whole packet of crisps and shove it straight in her mouth. But that's because she just has to feel the sensation in her mouth. Yeah, there's a difference. There's a difference. Yeah, Hamad. What was your question? You had your hand up. Or comment.
So, what if the autistic person works with some, like you? Do you know if they finish the course or something, does it go away?
What course?
Autism.
Oh, does autism go away?
Yeah.
No, it's it. Gone?
Do you know when you're working with someone, with autistic person, and then they finish something? Do you know what you do? Is there a course?
What I do?
Yeah. No, course for autistic person.
Are there courses for autism people?
Yeah.
Okay. Or you're asking, does autism go away? Is that your question?
Do
you help autism go away?
Do I help autism go away? Is that your question?
Yeah.
So it's a condition that they have to live with for their whole life. But what I do and what other people do is they help them with certain strategies and certain advice to support them, especially whilst they're going through school. And also whilst they're in adulthood as well, there's support for them out there as well.
So I have a brother.
Yeah.
He did a course and then he doesn't have autism.
Okay, interesting. Maybe.
He's not autistic that much.
Okay. So maybe once someone's diagnosed with autism, that diagnosis will always probably stay with them. But there's certain things which go up and down. So there might be certain things which he does which are less autistic than at other times, perhaps. Yeah? All right. Last couple of questions. Last question, yeah.
Does it get easier for them to
when they're older, is it easier for them to get more normal and stuff?
Possibly. It depends. It depends on the support that they have, and how well they have learnt to cope with it as they get older. So obviously as they get older, they might have learnt certain things which can help them cope with certain things in the world. So again, it all depends on the person. Yeah? Alright, we'll finish off there, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
One more round of it, mashallah.